Okay, this phase of the project we're going to work on the roof of the pergola, the area that's going to cause the shade once the structure is complete.
The roof structure will be an interlocking grid, and as you can see, I've got the boards set on roughly the grid size, but to lock them together I'll need to cut slots in each of the boards about every foot. To do that, I've set my skill saw depth to half the distance between the two. I've then marked out every foot or so where I want these slots to be. To make things a little bit easier, I've also used this jig. This is a clamping structure that I'll use as a guide for my skill saw so it's square across. The first cut will be right about there. To make sure that the width is exactly the right distance, I've created this jig. This is the width of the board. I'll set that there. The first cut will be right along that line. I'll remove it, and then the next cut will be exactly the width of a board across, and then I'll remove this center area until I get 10 boards, all with slots the same distance apart and the same depth. Should make it a lot easier to assemble. Okay, so after I've cut the slots in the wood for each set of boards, I then lay the boards out on a grid pattern, put a little glue in the bottom of each slot, spread the glue out, position my new piece of wood in place, and then tap it in place. Okay, and there it is. Now we'll let that dry. Then we stain it with a fungicide-resistant stain, and we stain, and we stain. And this takes a lot longer than you can imagine, so let's just cut to the chase. There. Now it's done. We wait till it's dry, and then we tack it in place between the beams, and the roof is now complete.